What up guys, Nick from What Up MC here, and we got some pretty interesting news in Pokemon Go today. Legendary Pokemon Lugia soars back to raid battles in Pokemon Go. So, starting March 16th, which is today, Lugia is going to be coming back, and this is actually the first time that a legendary Pokemon is actually coming back. I don't really count Groudon and Kyogre since they weren't really gone for that long, and also it was sort of like during Rayquaza's period as part of an event. This is the first time that a Pokemon is having like its own time period for about 2.5 weeks. Lugia will be here from March 16th to April 2nd, and in the post in-game and on the official Pokemon Go website, it mentions that Lugia will have a newly improved flying type attack, Sky Attack. Yeah, as we know, Lugia already has Sky Attack, so they're probably going to be changing it in some way. We haven't noticed anything yet in the Game Master file, but I'm hoping they don't change the charge bars. Hopefully it stays 2 bars. But maybe some increase in damage would be nice. Currently it's tied for highest possible DPS with Extrasensory Future Sight and Extrasensory Sky Attack, so maybe with a little bit of a buff, the Sky Attack moveset will be a little bit better. But also if we go over to the official Pokemon website, not for Pokemon Go specifically, but just for the Pokemon Company in general, they also mentioned that if you're successful in battle, you might find that this Lugia is easier to catch than when it had previously appeared in Pokemon Go. So Lugia was pretty tough to catch. I never really got a chance to actually figure out how to catch it. The circle lock technique hadn't really caught on at that point. Also, I was pretty much used to just like throwing it one shot in Chicago and catching them on the first ball, so I hadn't really gotten a chance to practice how to actually catch them. I mean, I've already got my best one here that I've invested a whole bunch of Stardust and rare candies in. Kind of makes me regret spending all those rare candies since we're just going to be getting a whole bunch more candy in the next 2 weeks. But maybe with the new and improved Sky Attack, I'll have a reason to power up another one. Now it's worth going over the counters again since the last time Lugia was in the game, because there are a whole bunch more Pokemon in the game now than when Lugia was originally released. Back then, I think probably the most popular Pokemon was Golem because of how good it was against just all the birds in general. But as much as I love Golem and I've invested a whole bunch into having a massive Golem army, the best counter for Lugia is actually Gengar. So if you are lucky enough to have one with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, that's going to be the best moveset to use against it. Or if not, Hex and Shadow Ball is also pretty good, and what's the other one? The Dark move and Shadow Ball is also really good too. Also, I'm sure a lot of people have a whole bunch of these guys powered up right now, but Raikou is actually another really good Pokemon against them, or Raikou if that's how you want to pronounce it. Thundershock Wild Charge is the best move for him. If you're lucky enough to have a Mewtwo and you've got one with Shadow Ball, then either Cycle Cut, Confusion, doesn't really matter. As long as you've got Shadow Ball, it's going to be really good against Lugia too. And Zapdos, sure, why not? If you've already got a maxed out one. Zap Cannon may not be the best one. Actually, Thunderbolt is a little bit better, I think. Then you got your T-Tars with Bite and Stone Edge. It's really good. And also, just a whole bunch of Bite Crunches are also really good. So basically, if you've made a whole bunch of teams for a Mewtwo, then you're probably pretty set with Lugia counters. Now, since this is the first time that they're actually bringing a legendary Pokemon back after not being in the game for a pretty long time, this has made some people start to speculate. Maybe something's going to be different this time. Maybe it's going to be a shiny Lugia. I have some reason to believe why they would, some reason to believe why they wouldn't. Since a lot of people probably have some Lugias by now, they have to kind of give some incentive for the people who already have Lugia to keep going out and spending money on those raid passes. So why not give them a chance at getting a shiny? That's a pretty good reason to make people want to go out and keep raiding a Pokemon that they already have. One reason that they maybe wouldn't want to do that is because they kind of set a precedent. If they do it for Lugia, they're going to have to do it for every single one that they bring back. And oof, shinies of every single legendary in the game. Damn. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see Lugia again. In my opinion, it's one of the coolest legendary Pokemon out of any of the generations. Obviously, I have like the Lugia poster on my wall. I've got the Lugia background on this phone. I invested a whole ton of rare candy and Stardust, powering one up as soon as I got a good one. Anyways, enough of the rambling. Rayquaza is about to leave us. I got a pretty good amount of them. It's probably, yeah, Rayquaza is actually my most rated legendary. I wasn't able to get to 100, but I've done 89 Rayquaza raids and I've caught 58. And with Rayquaza leaving, the XP event is also ending, so I passed the big milestone. I passed 30 million XP at some point during the XP event. And I think in total I've made 4.2 million XP since the start of the event. Hopefully, I was hoping to get to 5, but it got pretty close. 4.2 is not bad. But before the event ends, there were just a couple evolutions I wanted to get done. I know I'm super late on these, but I wanted to wait for double XP to do them and for some good Pokemon to evolve. And so you can kind of see some of the silhouettes I'm missing here. Not doing Wailord. I have the candy, but I don't have a good one yet. So I'm going to start a timer, pop a lucky egg, and finally do these evolutions. First ever Metatite evolving into Metacham. Not really a huge deal. It's fighting Psychic. That's a pretty unique type. Except without its ability, Huge Power, or Pure Power, I think, was its version. It's not super useful, but Psycho Cut Psychic looks like a pretty cool moveset. Have a whole bunch of candy of this dude because of the dog event, so why not evolve the highest one? That's not the greatest IVs, but I'll get to the better IV ones later. Here we go, Manectric. Manectric looks so cool in this game, holy crap. One of the staples on my dog teams. Always gotta have this. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Always have this dude on the dog team. Alright, don't quite have enough, but I'm willing to spend some rare candies on this. Not super good IVs, but it's level 35 weather boosted, so I'm not really gonna be battling with him, but he's gonna be a pretty high CP to stick in some gyms for a while. Armaldo. I can never remember what type it is because most of its abilities are affected by water, so I always assume it's part water, but it's not. It's a rock bug. Alright, we get into the cool shit. The best, ooh, this one's actually a little bit of a dilemma. A 91 with a perfect attack trap inch, or a 93 with a 14 attack. I think I'm gonna go with the 93 just because I checked them out, and the 93 with a 14 attack actually goes slightly higher in CP than the other one. Vibrava, or Vibrava, however you want to pronounce it. It actually goes down in CP, I believe. Yeah, slightly down, because Trap Inch actually has a higher attack stat than Vibrava does. Makes it an interesting Pokemon to use in not fully evolved contests. Holy crap, Flygon looks freaking awesome. Oh my god, I love how his eyes look on, like, you just see the eyes through the, okay, I'm going to charge TMU. The way you can see his eyes through the new entry. Alright, I got a couple of pretty good ones. We have Bagons, pretty high Bagons spawning really often here. But I'm going to evolve the highest one. It's a level 35, super high weather boosted one. Yeah, they're pretty common here because of the snow. See them often in snow, and wind shows up pretty often too. Metang and Metagross, or Metagross. I like Metagross as pronunciation better. One of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3. Not just, oh, I have all of them in the wrong order. I was trying to do them in Pokedex order, but I got ahead of myself. This dude is gonna be freaking massive. At level 35, he should get to like 32 or 3300 at least. I mean, maybe I'm being overly ambitious. 31. $33.68. Holy crap. Never mind. Exceeded my expectations. Holy crap. It looks freaking amazing. Alright, here we go. This is the one dude that was holding me back. The one that I was waiting for a good one of. Bagon. Bagon was actually the first Pokemon that helped me learn about IVs without actually knowing what IVs were. I would hatch hundreds of Bagon just to try and get that stat like one number higher. I wasn't really sure what I was tracking at the time, but I had to get the best Bagon for my Battle Frontier team, or whatever it was called in that game. Oh my god, Salamence looks amazing. The Pokedex entry picture actually looks a little bit like Mega Salamence. Firefang Hydro Pump. We're using some TMs tonight. Wait a minute. Holy, what the Metagross just, he just edged out my Entei from Santa Monica. Son of a, you ruined my T-Tar flow. I had all the T-Tars and Gyarados on the same line. Nope. 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 Ah, oh, there we go. Dragon Claw. Nope. Ah, thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, I almost ended that. I almost completely forgot one. Oh my god. I've been waiting for this one for so long. Walked 25 kilometers for this one. How did I almost forget that? Whew. That was close. I almost ended the video. Phoebus to Melodic, or Milotic. I don't know why you would pronounce it like that. It's like melodic. It's like a song, right? Melodic. Got the long hair because it's the female. Dragon Tail Surf. That's a nice one. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I just want to make a quick video talking about Lugia coming back and finishing off some of the remaining Pokedex entries that I needed for Gen 3. Currently, I'm at 65% catch rate on Lugias. Hopefully, we'll see if we can make that go up by April 2nd. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be posting a whole bunch of more videos next week. I'm doing a whole 4-video series next week about Mewtwo and secondary or multiple accounts, so that should be interesting. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.